Beta Bash tournament. We're back from a few technical delays. Still gonna be LaCroix boys versus North County Esports. 'Cause it wouldn't be an altitude esports tournament without some good old NA production. Also, you should be able to hear Tyrell. I think it
Yeah,
is.
it's Tyrell.
Yeah, you should be able to hear Tyrell now.
Yeah,
So
just had some mic difficulties. You know, some Streamlabs problems.
So I hope y'all enjoyed me talking to absolutely no one. It's probably very fantastic. Anyway, we're just about ready to get into we're just about ready to get into the second map here. Although it looks like one of the teams are missing a member. Um, however, so yeah, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Anyway, we're gonna have Bind as our second map here. So overall, not as I wouldn't say not as attacker sided as Split is. You can even make an argument that it's very defender side. Um, but
My
kind of.
argument is Vine's a bad map and they should remove it from the game.
Whoa, hold up! I wouldn't go that far. There's some
I
very
mean,
cool stuff you can do with it. You
in
know.
my opinion, just the teleporters make no sense. Cause like,
I mean, when do teleporters make sense? Also, you know
point.
about there's some really like great tech you could do with it. Like you could send all of Razor's abilities through,
Yeah.
even the old. You could send mollies through there, just all sorts of cool stuff. This is also one of the best. This map also has some pretty crazy silver arrows. I'm not sure if you guys have seen some of them, but you have one from all the way like on the B anchor, where you get sent it all the way from B to A main, or some other crazy arrows like that. So we might see some silver being brought out here. Although based off of these two teams, maybe not the most rehearsed Valorant we've seen, so we might not see all of that. But hey, we could always hope. So you might even want to get your notebooks out here if any of these teams kind of prepped us something good here. I'm not sure if either of these teams have a coaching staff. Um, they should have a coaching staff or some sort of support staff. Hey, not much I can really say from here.
I could be a coach. I can simply tell people how to spray and pray on the Odin.
There we go. See, someone hire not my man, my gal Tyrell here. Looking for opportunities. All right. Anyway, gonna be heading here into Bind. What do you expect to see different here?
I don't expect to see a lot different. They're still gonna stick on the Sages and Phoenix because those are like the best characters right now in the game. They provide the most control.
Hold. Did you just say Phoenix was one of the best characters in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of a. I guess you would say that's a bit of a hot take.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the opportunity was wide open.
Yes.
It was right there. I absolutely had to. But personally, I feel like Breach kind of takes his role. But I see where you're coming from. Like as an overall character, in both kind of those unorganized situations and those organized situations, Phoenix can be pretty powerful with his flashes, even with his other abilities like the firewall, the molly, and the ult. So very good to have on your team. And right back into the news. I mean, the map.
I'm surprised we're seeing Odin on this map. Because the teleporters, for the most part, kind of replace a lot of Odin's teleport locations, because anyone can TP from one end of the map to the other.
You mean Omen?
Yeah.
It's fine.
What was I even saying?
Yeah, you said Odin, like the LM.
Yeah, I'm just memorized because the last time I played the game, I got that ace with the Odin. You know, they just
Yeah, it's fine.
Opportunity presented itself. Had to go for it.
Yeah, Omen, you can even do like fakey strats with Omen here, where you jump into the teepee and you use the small teepee, and it'll make the enemy think that they're going a different way. Anyway, we're gonna have a very A-heavy push here, coming in from LaCroix boys here. Sonder gets the opening pickoff, followed by Maruk. Although there's another pick onto Sonder, but it's traded out very quickly. And now it's already a 2v4 here for NCE. So very difficult situation. One of their players in Quintonius, now on the Cypher, is going to be playing with that Frenzy. So very difficult weapon to get work. Although Quintonius definitely trying to make that thing work, and the only other person on site for LaCroix boys, the only other person for LaCroix boys here is going to be Ryan, who's going to be looping through CT, so it's going to be a slight disadvantage for Radish here. However, he's going to make it work anyway, and LaCroix boys will take the first round. So, already pretty good for them, as they're gonna set up for an anti-eco round coming in here. Which, if you guys aren't familiar with anti-ecos, basically what they do is they buy up on some armor, they buy up on some. Well, you generally see SMGs, you might see the Marshall, you might see the Ares come out. Just cheap weapons that get the job done pretty well. You'll even see a lot of Deagles and Frenzies here. But for the most part, we're going to see Spectres and even some ARs coming out here. And we're going to see quadruple Frenzies here for NCE. Two very early pickoffs here. One was onto their only Ghost, so the only weapons here left for NCE are kind of those close range, spray and pray, ground pound weapons. Although it doesn't look like the members of NCE have identified that there was a rotate going over to B. They're going to know very quickly here, though, as Quintonia is kind of sitting on, minding his own business, gets jump shot by Ryan! Just come around the corner. And it's a little bit of trouble here for NCE as they try to retake against 5 players. We had the Phoenix, we had Satan on the Phoenix, once again, another role swap here. He's gonna try and make his way through Hookah from the teepee, but to no avail, and it's just Wonderpet trying to make his way out Ben. He's just doing his best to live on and get on with his life. However, not much he can do with a Frenzy at long range here, trying to retake, nowhere to run. He just needs to commit, and to no avail, as a flawless round will commence for LaCroix boys. So, what are you noticing early on here?
I'm noticing that I'm pretty sure I have the graphics wrong on stream.
Yikes.
Wait.
Yeah, LaCroix boys are on the. It's called LaCroix boys are on the attack here.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
If you get confused, then just Ryan is on LaCroix boy.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Ryan, very notable altitude member here. Very much known in our Overwatch division. Speaking of Ryan, he's just gonna entry through the through the fire and flames here. As he gets taken out in showers.
Shadows traveling.
But yeah, looks like the rest of his team just kind of move on without him. Although it's kind of an even situation, the best situation NCE can ask for to win this. Although 2 very quick picks come in for LaCroix boys here, making it very hard for the remaining members to retake. Kyle does get a pick, but it is retraded very quickly. Kyle, another very notable altitude figure on the bang. And Radish taking out Wonder Pets will close it out for LaCroix boys. So overall, just you can see this is way more in favor of LaCroix boys here. You can tell that they definitely have practiced this match, this map.
Yeah,
even though it's
they still have the disadvantage of Kyle being on their team right now.
Yeah, good point.
It's like a handicap at this point. But there's 2 we can work with.
Although Kyle's holding his own just a little bit. He has 1 kill, but he's died just as many times. And I haven't seen the most spectacular wall and slow orb usage from him. So we'll see. Anyway, coming up short very quickly, Rash getting that opening pick up is gonna help his team out very, very much. Once again, it's already a 3v5 in favor of the Croix boys here. It looks like that man is gonna miss his dark cover. Marek very quickly to get the frag onto CT, and this is just a bloodbath. That one wasn't even close.
No, they just mentally boomed after that first round, first map.
Yeah, not looking good for him. Although there's gonna be a bit of a force buy here coming in from NCE here. They're gonna be able to get those 2 ARs. However, they're still stuck with 2 Spectres and an Ares here, so still a little bit of inferior weaponry. Where you still have the Croix boys on their buy around weapons, which is why you see Radish there with a Bulldog. He can buy up, but he wants to keep his economy nice and healthy. So he's gonna stick with still gonna stick with that Bulldog. Bulldog's still a pretty solid weapon. Quinatoni is getting picked out very early there. And you have Fake Flower though, taking out Sonder and Wonder Pets as well, getting that pick. Although 2 very quick picks come back once again onto the handicapping Kyle. And it's gonna be actually with Satan getting that pick on the Raj, it's gonna be a 2v2, possibly winnable for NCE here. You even have Satan taking out Ryan. And NCE, they actually managed to win a round. This could be the start of their comeback. There we go. Spike is defused, and they do manage to. Wonder Pets almost gets burnt alive there. They don't call him Satan for a reason.
Yeah, they seem to have used Kyle as bait during the round. I know I like to do that in my ranked games with him. You know, it's his main purpose. I use him a lot as bait.
Yeah. See, that's why you have Kyle buying like the Stinger here. You don't trust him with good weapons, so you just have him on that cheaper weapon, kind of just running out, and have everyone be really quick to refrag behind him. You know, except the fact that he's using Sage. But yeah, let's ignore that. Anyway, a lot of Sandra kind of failing on the lurk here as an aggressive push up through showers kind of negates his impact, and he's taken out of the fight. Although the main push is still going to be around Hookah. The rotate options are not open though, as 2 players do come through TP. They're coming in blazing. It's going to be bloody. Yep, Maruk taken out very quickly, and you even have Wonder Pets taking out the man, trying to push up long. And now it's just going to be up to Radish here. Radish does have the operator, however, he's kind of boxed in on wood there. And it's going to be a flawless round, this time for NCE. Didn't think that would happen 2 rounds later from that disastrous streak for them. But they're slowly but surely starting to make a comeback. The Croix boys, well, they're not out of the fight just yet. They have 1 more round of a really good buy, so they can still get themselves an operator here, and it would just be an even gun battle. It looks like there's gonna be 5 AKs in here for LaCroix boys. Yeah, there's 9 AKs, or sorry, not AKs, Vandals. There's gonna be 9 Vandals in here, in this lobby, with the only difference being Quinatoni is on the operator. Oh, there we go, nice coverage and nice teamwork there from NCE to allow Wonder Pets to go and get that orb. And you can already see a little bit of trouble here for the Croix boys. Although they did manage to take out Kyle on the Sage once again. Like I said, Kyle's just straight up feeding out here. Rash trying to get another pick onto his counterpart after quickly dispatching Satan, trying to go through that TP here. However,
it's hard to tell which gameplay is more lackluster, Kyle's Lucio gameplay in Overwatch or Valorant. It's very close.
Something we gotta keep in mind here is that NCE were focused on trying to dispatch LaCroix boys on B, although the main push was on A. Kind of through that commentary, and you can see they're a little bit caught off guard by Quinatonius, a little bit shocked. He has no idea what to do as he sits timidly in CT spawn. It's kind of using that cam, waiting for people to come into his hands, trying to escape the explosion. But none of that will happen. But hey, you know what, Quintonius, being able to bring the operator through the round, it's definitely going to be very impactful for his team. Looks like there's going to be one more goodbye here coming in for NCE, where LaCroix boys start to get a little bit of their footing back. Interestingly enough, Kyle seems to be a little bit lost here with his buys. I don't mean to constantly throw dirt on the Kyle, but he went from buying Vandal and now he's buying the Phantom this time. Just make a solid choice. Come on. But anyway, that's enough ripping on Kyle for one day. Let's get back into the meat of it. It's gonna be a good old ace split. Everyone's favorite take on Bind here. It's gonna be fairly aggressive though. We have the Phoenix getting pretty aggressive to stop it very early on. Although Ryan very quick to trade it out, and even Saunter gained that separate pick, and just complete control over A is present there for LaCroix boys. Although they do lose Marique, but not before Marique gets his wall down and prevents the A short rotate. But Quintonius doing his best to bring for his team, even though he's the only player left alive. It's gonna be an interesting battle. He misses the shot. You don't miss those. Unlucky. So the Croix boys will take the 6th round. We'll take the 8th round. So, what do you? There's one more decent buy round here for NCE. What do you think they have to do better this round in order to restart their comeback?
They kind of gotta pick off. They gotta pick off the Sage, because the Sage is just providing so much healing and zoning by that wall, and she has res right now. So if you don't take her out and you trade one, you're probably gonna lose still.
Yeah, it's been a bit difficult in order to pick up some of the specific targets here, but definitely be very impactful if they got Morik out of the fight very quickly. Anyway, it's gonna be a bit of a B split. Although you can see rookie mistake here coming in for the LaCroix boys, as they didn't wait for their long players. Even having Morik gained that pick off long, but you see it was very just unsynced, very uncoordinated. Like, you hate to see it. Marique and the man still trying to make it work here. They have staunch control along, and they're pushing together as a team. Although the man needs to watch his back. He's gonna push in, not being very considerate of Bend. Although he gets that 180, being able to take out the Bend player. So it's not gonna be enough for LaCroix boys to win it out, and NCE get another round in. So kind of going through this match. If you had to pick a player of the match, who would you say it is? Just early on, first impressions here. Because there's definitely a lot of good contenders here on both sides.
You know, Kyle might actually be able to do something here. He got the style points with the skin right now. You know, it increases your aim by like 5%. You know, he might be able to get a pick off here.
Oh, you know, I didn't even consider that. I was gonna say Marique for being very consistent on that defensive support as well as the operator, but you gave it a good point. How did Quintonius just get away with that? Very aggressive push up to B mid. Manages to get 3 in the process. That is definitely not something that you want to see happen. And Wonder Pet's moving up as well in that pick off on B long. Now they know exactly where Marique is. Although Marique is ready for everyone. It's just him and just 1v3. At this point, you generally just wanna save the operator. Although a minute is a long time to go without dying, so just gonna very cautiously try to move over be long, try to force more people into his sidelines, maybe forcing into a situation where he can win it. Although he's very considerate of Quinetonius holding that angle from wood. Once again, another one goes in favor of NCE. They're just clawing their way back into the series as LaCroix are forced into a save situation. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see just a comeback mount. So not quite boomed and out of the fight like we once thought it was. You can see Ryan angrily pinging A short as another A split does commence. Croix boys doing their best, just kind of moving up very slowly, very carefully, and the most unnecessary teleport goes to the man in showers here. That was a very unnecessary paint shell usage from Fake Flower there. Well, Fake Flower, after an explosive first round, was a little quiet here. The man getting that first pick here. Little Kyle, for once, getting a kill. Managed to take out Sunder. So it's going to be a 4v4. Though Marie, once again, equalizing it for his team, as LaCroix boys, despite being on an eco, they're going to be in the front seat here. Even have Ryan getting that pick up on the Wonder Pets. This is actually a very winnable eco here for LaCroix boys. But Quinetonius is trying to stop it from happening as much as he possibly can. Even if Satan coming back here, they have to be very careful of the orbital strike here. Very influential. In order to cover the plant, we have Ryan stopping the bush, and the orbital strike takes out Satan. What a clutch from Ryan here. And you thought Overwatch players couldn't play the game. Ryan here, proving the haters wrong. So, coming into the last round of the half here, damn, it's gonna be. You can definitely tell NCE were really hoping to win that. They invested quite a bit. Although they still have a few ults coming on back here. Once again, another fairly aggressive push here coming in for LaCroix boys. And we actually have the Omen teleport right on the A site, so a lot of map control being taken really quickly for LaCroix here. And they managed to get 2 opening picks. The man surprising Fake Flower, and one more on the Satan. Kyle not really getting anything done Lamps either. So very difficult retake situation here for NCE. So maybe not as exciting of a round as we saw last one. As there's going to be 2 1v1s across the map. There's the first one on the Quinetonius. And Wonder Pest is about to get to the second one as Sandra completely slaughters him. Flawless round for LaCroix will close out the half. So NCE put themselves in a position where they can possibly come back. What do you think? What do you think about their chances here?
North County has a devastating lead over them right now. This could be exactly what happened to them in the first round. Just reverse roles. They're mentally booming the other teams right now. Because the Crow boys.
I would just like to let you know that LaCroix boys are on the attack now. LaCroix boys are
okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Forget what I said.
Once again, we're gonna have quadruple frenzies coming out here. This time it's gonna be, actually no, once again it's gonna be from NCE here. Wait a minute, from NCE here. Wait a minute, did I debate myself here? Yeah, I debated okay, I apologize for that. We're gonna see NCE with a blazing attack here. Although Ryan and Radish started to adjust a bit, and it's a very winnable round here for the defenders. And yeah, LaCroix boys, once again, coming up with that defensive round. Wait a minute, something is very wrong here with the spectating system. Yeah, something ain't right here.
Trust in my healing.
Because red team and Tab only has four wins, and they're on the attack.
No, they got 9 on my end. It's a beta game. Still
Yeah, but
trying to figure everything out.
damn, that's so confusing. Well, the team with Ryan on it is the Croix boys, but they were definitely up 9. So, yeah, scuffed game.
Wait, they're on defense. They
down.
baited me earlier.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Radish, 2 very quick opening picks here from LaCroix boys here. They're just gonna completely slaughter this first fight here. No, LaCroix boys are up 9-4 because they couldn't have bought those weapons unless they won the last round, which they did. The scores are swapped. LaCroix boys are 9-4. What is this scuffed game? Unbelievable. You even have the knife kill on the Kyle here. Just really giving up. Either that or he's disconnected. No, he isn't disconnected.
He definitely did disconnect.
I don't know. I didn't report on it just yet. But yeah, if there's any score concerns, yeah, the scores are reversed. So LaCroix boys are on the defense, and they are up 10-4. And NCE are on the offense, and they're down on 4. Just to clear up any confusions that might have resulted.
Because if you get disconnected, it's kind of a lost round for you. Like Kyle is still disconnected right now.
Yeah, at least you get that extra orb when they do spawn back in. But yeah, that's definitely a very concerning look here for NCE here. Definitely something that they're gonna want to figure out as quickly as possible. Although it looks like we do have some movement on Kyle's end. But he's just gonna sit and spawn? Nope, he's gonna start moving once again. So we don't have a thrower on our hands, no defrans in the lobby. It's gonna be very, very quick site control here. Although the retake is gonna be very swift from LaCroix boys here. Although with Kyle getting back in the fight, might be a little bit easier for NCE to win the set. Quintonius with 2, and now it's just a 1v1 between the hard cat. Oh no! Ryan pulls out the Marshall in just the wrong time. Quintonius finishes his 3K. Oh, you hate to see those. Looks like Ryan kind of just lagging behind a little bit, but he's gonna be right back in this. Or maybe he wasn't just lagging around. Maybe he's just kind of talking to the team. Just kind of just getting their opinions, getting the feel on the situation. So very, very important stuff when you're in the IGL position. We're gonna see a little bit of a B split coming out here from NCE here. NCE, they're gonna heavily put a lot of resources towards Hookah, more than you usually do. They have to be careful about this TP player, as they can very quickly end their entire careers here. Yeah, you can see Sonder trying to get a little sneaky with it here. But the fight just about hasn't commenced yet. There we go, Sonder finally gets taken out by Kyle of all people, as they make their move on to site, although Radish does equalize it for his team by taking out Satan, so a lot of that entry pressure is out of the fray, and Ryan and Radish make the triumphant comeback for the LaCroix boys here, and it wasn't even close. Although they did waste an interrogation in the process, so it's not all bad for NC either. Do you think this is still winnable for NCE?
At this point, no. They can't, unless they pull something out of the hat, something crazy and wild, they have a really low chance of winning this map. Because right now it's just been NCE all the Croix all along this entire game so far.
Oh, Sonder with a very early pick here. I think they just need to get some gas back in the system, and NCE might be able to make a little bit of a comeback here. At least make it a bit more competitive. But yeah, definitely looks like it's going strongly in favor of the Croix boys, especially judging by those early pickoffs. Still not completely over. Starter gets a 3K, however, he is traded out by Fake Flower.
Cover going out.
And the spike is stuck down a short, so LaCroix actually do have to make their way into this. Colors kind of swapping, screwing up. Fake Flower is gonna be the last one here on the it's gonna be the last one here for NCE here. Trying to get that spike going. And he's gonna make his way over to B. I'm not sure if he's aware of. Are there any other traps set up from that cipher? It doesn't look like it. Although there is a. Yeah, they do have a cam to let them know when the final member in Fake Flower is coming over. And just gonna be. Oh, he does shoot the trap, so the members of LaCroix boys here are just gonna make a beeline straight to B side.
He doesn't have enough. You need 10 seconds to plant. That's not enough.
You don't need 10 seconds to plant. You only need like 4 seconds. Like he's fine. He gets the plant down, although he's not able to hold it up. Yep, it's fine. In what game is it 10 seconds?
I don't know what that game is.
Yep, it's unfortunate. This game's still fairly new. Not everyone knows the finesse. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Croix boys now at match point and series point. So NCE, their palms are a little bit sweaty here. Either that or they're kind of just like, hey, you know what? Let's just have fun this last round. Well, looks like they're definitely still just trying to stick in this series. They're gonna have a pretty weak buy here coming to finish it off, and Satan's not even gonna buy armor, which is pretty concerning. And you have the double op buy here coming out from the Croix boys. Any sane person would say that it's just dead, but NCE looking to get into this. They try to plant, however, because they planted with running back, they couldn't finish the animation, and Satan has to run all the way back over. Which at that point, he doesn't get stuck up, but he definitely gets identified a lot easier. Quintatonius not able to cover him very adequately, while taking out Ryan. Now it's just up to Fake Flower, like it's been so many rounds. Although the man completely floods his ult, and Fake Flower clutches it out. The man, what are you doing? What was that TP? You're not Reaper, man. You can't do that. Oh no, that was a major flub. And then Fake Flower is just able to get the skill shot onto onto Marique at the end there. That is definitely not how I expected that one to end. You can see NCE they're able to get a little bit of energy into their systems here, which is definitely good for them. So, gotta be a little careful. As the Croix boys are gonna be hungry to finish this. Marique pushes up A short very aggressively with that judge, getting a quick early pick on the sun. Although there is another pick on the other side of the map that equalizes it for his team. Fake Flower needs to be very careful of this judge here. Remember, when you crouch with the judge, you get an extremely tight spread with it that works at mid-range. So Kylo gets the res! Marie gets 3! Because he pushes up on the res! That's a 4K for him! Potential 6K, but I don't see it happening! He got the 5K! Is he gonna get the 6K? No! At this point, Satan should have just entered and let it happen. But whatever, you can't have everything in the world. As it's all up to the one and only, but Ryan shuts down the dreams of NCE being able to take home the first streamed match of Altitude. And LaCroix boys will be the winner, 2-0 fashion. What a hyped match, you say?
Yeah, it was hyped up, but it just was underwhelming, the performance from these teams. Like, from a And NCE, there was like nothing. It was like a 6-stack in like Overwatch against like a 6 randoms. That's what it looked like. Just a whole team versus no ones.
All right. Who would you say the player of the match is here, though? Right now, I said I was thinking about Marik here. However, I actually think I want to give it to Ryan. Actually.
Yeah, Ryan had really good moments during that game.
No chat. I already know what you're gonna say. No, it's not old Toronto bias. Trust me. Ryan actually played pretty solid. Generally you don't. I'm not just talking about his performance on the scoreboard, even though he did pop off on a lot of those moments. But he was just really consistent for there for the Croix boys here. A lot of people really undervalue the effect that offensive support can have on the game. But there were so many engagements where he used his abilities just so well, especially Orbital Strike and those Sky Smokes, to just open up the point for his team, creating so much space. So overall, just really good performance from him. Might even be able to get him in for a bit of an interview. I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
Neither do I.
But yeah, hopefully we can get that going. But I mean, there were some decent performances from NCE as well. So, kind of, who do you think they should look forward for the future?
Quintinus was popping off throughout the entire game. He was hitting nutty shots. He was mowing them down mid. They just, once they figured out that they could, like, just by focusing him, they eliminated their biggest threat.
Yeah, Kyle's gonna have to take some notes from Ryan there. The other fellow Overwatch player in this match, or very notable altitude Overwatch player in this match, is gonna have to take notes of how to really cross over. Kyle didn't really do that great on bind here, but hey, sometimes that's just how it be. And remember, it's just one match. So you NCE fans, or sorry, you North County Esports fans, there's no need to worry. It's just one. If you're a LaCroix boys fan, then yeah, I'd be pretty excited that you guys won your first match with relative ease. You guys got a lot to look forward to with the squad here. I also felt like a very much a sleeper pick for them was Radish here. He's also had a very considerable performance, but I really want to see how they do under a lot of pressure here, because they could really just rack the body count up with they play even better than how they played today. So how do you what do you think NCE needs to improve for the future here?
Mainly their team comps, because they haven't been running a lot of the like control picks. They've been running a lot of push ones for the most part. They need to get more map control. I would say their problem is.
Yeah, and what do you think LaCroix boys kind of did to really just push them over the edge?
I don't really think they did better, or I don't really think they did anything like extraordinary. I just think they played better today. You know, first streamed match, everyone's nervous. You know, the nerves just got to NCE.
Alright, we're still trying to figure out this and there we go. We have LaCroix boys Ryan here for you all today.
Oh.
Now, first of all, I just want to congratulate you on pretty dominant victory over North County Esports. So how do you feel after that one?
I mean, it's always good to get a win, especially when it's like the first win of the whole league. Definitely don't want to discredit North at all. I mean, Kyle was sick. Gotta feel bad for that. They played a lot pretty well. Quintonius, he's a great player, so it does feel good. Especially they did play pretty great. So great job for them too.
All right, so kind of coming into this series here. Of course, it's the first streamed match, first match for you guys in the tournament here. So kind of like, what was like your overall game plan? Just coming in. What were your expectations?
We just kind of decided to just frag out, just win the gunfights, play passive sometimes, play Chad sometimes, so we're a little unpredictable, and just win the gunfights at the end of it.
I see you. I kind of noticed that the guys had some pretty well executed engagements, some pretty well timed rotations. So kind of like who's like the mastermind behind all this? Cause you guys like have a IGL.
I wouldn't really say we have an IGL type. I mean, Damon for sure. He puts in a lot of work calling like rotates and getting picks, so can definitely shout him out there. But sometimes you just like get one pick on a site and then everyone just starts screaming, go to the site, run, rotate. And I mean, I wouldn't really say there's a real IGL. I mean, me and Mark kind of do a little like pre-fight planning, talking about smokes and stuff. But I mean, it's just more of a team effort, seeing what we, calling what we see and reacting off that.
I see you. So it's kind of a little bit of that ranked mentality, but you're trying to mold your guys into a more organized team.
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to listen to each other and react based off that.
I fair enough. Kind of just starting off simple. I see you out there. So we had you as the MVP for what's it called? So we had you as